I'm on my way, I'm in motion. Let's go to the ocean. Yeah, let's go outside. We can hang out on the beach without freezing. Yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas times, we'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You ready? Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart. And I can promise Santa's coming to visit. No, he wouldn't miss this in Christmas times. Oh, and the sunset, it is just getting better on a blanket with the skyline painted in blue. Ooh, yeah, that's what we do. We'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You ready? Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart.
Hey, Crafty Vlogmas family. Sorry about that. You actually saw the behind the scenes. Yes, that's my eCam panel that you saw earlier on. That's called demo mode. So you were able to see the behind the scenes of how I actually create all these amazing things that we do here on the show. Again, thank you so much. It's Mommy Lala here, your host for day 23 of our festive crafting journey. I'm beyond excited because today we have a fantastic guest joining us, David of Spooling Around, a crafting wizard with a passion for all things sewing. Get ready for a cozy and heartwarming adventure as David, the sewing enthusiast himself, guides us through the creative process of sewing Christmas stockings. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting with a needle and thread, this project is perfect for adding a personal touch to your holiday decor. Join us as we dive into the festive fun of sewing and crafting with David's expertise. I can't wait to see the magic unfold as we create beautiful Christmas stockings together today. David likes to sew for fun and entertainment. He actually started making Halloween costumes as a kid and now create them for his own child, along with clothes and other useful things like he actually did his deck covers for his sofa. He reminds everyone that he is not a pro, but he is always trying new techniques and would love everyone to join him on his sewing journey. Indeed, he likes to make things together. So get your sewing needles and festive fabrics ready. And if you have a sewing machine, better yet. So join us for Crafty Vlogmas Day 23 as we sew Christmas magic together. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like, and ring the bell for more crafty adventures. So let the crafting festivities begin and let's welcome back David. Hi, David.
Hi, Lola. How are you?
Oh,
It's great
I'm
to be here.
good. Thank you so much again. David is such a busy person. I've been trying to have him on the show, back on the show. We actually collaborated already twice, right? So back on the show for so like the whole year, but he really couldn't make it because he has a very busy day job, right? So thank you again,
Yeah,
David, for coming in. I love this. I love the
so
shirt.
I'm gonna miss Christmas.
There you go. Yes. All right. So let's see. Let's say hi first, David, to the people in the chat. Okay. So saying hi to, of course, who was here very very early on. We have um Dawn. Okay, this is Dawn of the Crafty Visage. She's gonna be my guest January 1st, guys. All right, and we have Miss Pam. Pam, belated happy birthday again, and Debbie. Hello, hello. And of course, everybody saying hi to who else here likes sushi. Double hands
I
up.
like sushi.
Yes, we all love. We had fresh tuna. Awesome, awesome. Yes. And Pam is saying hi to you, David. Okay, there you go.
Hi, Pam.
Yes. Hello, David. Also from Dawn. Okay. You are having a hard time with sometimes it's actually YouTube, right? They autocorrect. What is this sewing you speak of? I was just asking how people thread needles today. Oh, you can ask anything and everything about that later on with David, right? Oh, Michael! Gosh, I have not seen you for quite a while. Hi there, Michael. Guys, Michael is a dear friend of ours. Okay, he is also a content creator on YouTube. He does podcast. He actually has his own story. Okay, there you go, Michael. Can you put in the chat the name of your YouTube channel? Awesome shirt, David. Yes, I
Oh,
recognize
thank
that
you.
too, Jay. Right. My mom who knows how to do it. I don't. Jay, I also did it. I have a sewing machine but didn't know how to use it. So that's why I asked David to come in about a year and a half ago and teach me how. So I know how to use my sewing machine. A new year with Dawn. How fun. Yes, Jay. And of course tomorrow, guys. Okay, it's gonna be epic. We're gonna be spending Christmas with Craft by Jay over here. Jay, yeah, for me, yes. All right, so let's go back to David. Hello, David, again. Okay, so let's talk about spooling around. Okay, although I briefly mentioned the history. Okay, maybe it's better coming from you. How did spooling around really came about?
It came out of the name came out of just sort of when I did live every day in April, like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
That's how we met,
Yes.
and
But you were ahead of me, I think, by a year.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we started the same year.
Oh, okay. So yeah, 2.5. Yes, two and a
Yeah,
half years ago. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It was like, and I had started. I had been toying around doing like a craft or maker channel. I didn't really know quite what I was going to focus on, and out of that experience, a lot of people were really interested in the fact that I knew how to sew. So I decided to niche down and do that, and uh, just sort of workshop the name, threw out a bunch of stuff, and that one kind of stuck. So, uh, and I've been going with it ever since. But the channel's been kind of slow going, as you said. I've been really busy with
Yeah.
the day job, and but I've been able to. I've got a lot of stuff in the works,
And
but
you have
uh,
also tons, not really a lot, but very nice videos. That's the thing with David. He's a little bit on the perfectionist side.
yeah, a
So,
little bit
yeah, so he doesn't want to
because
put out content unless it's really, really nicely done.
that
So,
that's been the difficult. That's definitely been a challenge because I went to film school and I work as a TV professional, so I want to
mhm.
put out a product that looks good, and I'm having to wrestle with the idea of getting stuff done quickly or good. You know,
All right.
But-
So maybe we
so
can, always like check in on David and say, David, we want more videos. Or maybe you can go live, right? So
yeah,
so we can help him get out of that perfectionism mindset. Of course,
absolutely,
it's hard because, as a professional doing that kind of thing, it's hard to separate it from, your
sure,
actual content creation. But there are videos on spooling around, and he makes so. Actually, he's not just good at sewing, but then he needed to niche out, right? Lately, he's also been doing 3D printing and so many. He's really into crafts big time, guys. So you
yeah.
would really love David. So going back to spooling around, so I know that on top of your channel, you also created a group.
Yep. I have a Facebook group, and I have an Instagram account as well that I haven't been paying as much attention to, but the group is growing, and but trying to what I want to do with the Facebook group isn't just about my content, but I'm trying to build like a community for people who are interested in sewing. You know, because you said, I'm still learning a lot of things too, and I'm always interested in seeing what other people are doing out there. So I'd like to I really want to build that community on Facebook where we can share tips and ideas, and I see where it goes from there. And lately it's been a lot of sewing memes, which surprisingly there are a lot. So
And that's so
um,
much fun, right? Okay,
mhm.
so there you go, guys. So if you do want to join David out there, okay, so let me check. Okay, so this is how you can connect with David on YouTube, of course. It's Spooling Around. Head on over to his channel, watch some of the videos, and if you see what you like, please do consider subscribing, and of course, don't forget to like it. And of course, the Facebook group is here. Okay, so that's the link. Okay, you can actually also click on that on the description of this video. Question for the day: sewing Christmas stockings with David at Spooling Around. Have you ever sewn anything with a sewing machine? Okay, probably most of us with hands, right? But have you done so with a sewing machine? Okay, because if not, okay, this is probably the perfect time for you to start because we're creating a project that is a little bit easier to make. And if you actually want to know how to do it from the threading and all of those things, we actually had the previous episode with David where he walked me through the basics, like the different parts of the sewing machine and all of those things. Okay, I should have put that in the description as well. I will edit this and put that in so you can check that out as well. Okay, so talking of which, okay, so David, why did we were like thinking behind the scenes, what project are we gonna make for this year's Vlogmas? And then David said, okay, why don't we do Christmas stockings? So why Christmas stockings, David?
Because it's a fun tradition, and they're actually the way we're going to do it. It's actually very easy to make. This is a really it's a very beginner friendly project, and it comes out looking really nice. So
Mm. There you go. So that's why we're
yep.
gonna have it. And I hope it's not too late yet for you to do this and still use it for Christmas. Okay, David, just wanna say hi and good morning. Yes, it's good morning. Finally, we're in the same time zone, Andy. Good morning from Cambodia. I am loving your photos, Andy. And I think you are on a mission in Cambodia, or is it a vacation? Okay, please share with us. Okay, thank you
Wow.
so much again, Andy, for being here. And of course, we have Wims. And Michael says, there you go, Mosquito Springs Paranormal. He does everything from the voice to the costumes, everything. He is awesome. Hi, Debbie J and Don from Wims. And everybody saying hi to everybody. Yes, yes. I know friends with YouTubes that are more variety shows have a hard time getting found since it's not just one thing. Exactly, just like me. All right, I'm all everywhere, but it's okay because for me, I love it. Hi, Wims. Yes. Okay. Oh, but not well. What is not well with you? Are you not well, Pam? Okay. Yes, I love my sewing machine. Oh, okay. Oh, she said yes. She does a sewing. Okay, answering the question. Thank you so much.
Excellent.
Okay, I love sewing machine. Oh, that's nice to know, Don. That's awesome, David. I need to make a few stockings, and this is cool. Yay! There you go. And I also love hand stitching and slow stitching. What is slow stitching, David?
I'm not sure what you mean by it, but hand stitching would. But it's much slower than machines.
Oh, okay. And oh
Yeah.
my goodness, first time on the chat. Hello, Melody. Yes, she is my high school batchmate, and she's an awesome person. Especially she does, what do you call that? You have a surfboard. You have a surfboard, surfing.
Surfing. Wow.
And
Fun.
she also loves to travel, and I hope that maybe Melody you can also become a YouTube okay content creator in the future. Again, thank you so much and Merry Christmas, my friend. That I have done, said Jay. Hey, crafty people. Hello there, Roy of Tech Troublemaker. Merry Christmas, my
Hi,
friend.
Roy.
Hello. Okay, and everybody's saying hello now to everyone. Okay, David, I know that you guys are so excited to actually start this project. So, David, let's go to our solo overhead.
All right.
Okay, here you go, guys.
Okay.
Oops. Okay, wrong overhead.
Oh, what do I have here? That
Yes. Okay, so
switched
you
out on
can
me
now
again.
see the behind the scenes. Okay.
Yep, let's see.
Okay.
Did my camera die on me? Hold on.
Okay. All right. So we're
Oh no.
waiting for David to actually,
One
okay.
second.
So a little bit of a tech issue, and that always happens. So no worries. Roy saying, "Hey Jay," and PJP B Stepper. Okay,
There we go.
Roy. This is PJB is Pam. Okay, so she is Pam. Okay, there you go. Let's put this down there. Oh, slow stitching is actually embroidery. There you go.
Ah,
I
okay.
didn't know it's called embroidery though, but I actually do embroidery. Thank you so much, Don, for that. And Don saying hi to Roy. Guys, you see a lot of probably new people in the chat that you haven't connected with. I highly suggest that you do check them out because most of you guys have, your own channel. Okay, now let's go to David. Okay,
All right.
David. All right.
So first thing we got to do is cut out, if you haven't already, put the pattern together.
Okay. So we actually
If
have
you
the pattern in the description, guys. Okay.
Yep. And it's just 2 pieces of paper, and you just gotta tape it together and cut it out. Now, something I will. That looks like my face cam died. Uh,
Oh yeah. Okay.
yeah. But I'll make a point real quick.
Okay.
Don't cut the same. Don't cut paper with the same scissors you cut fabric,
Oops.
because yeah. If you're going to do this, a lot, you really should have a pair of scissors dedicated just to fabric, because paper actually will dull scissors over time, make it really hard to cut your material. So I have these are
great
just for
advice.
paper, and then I have these just for fabric. And I actually just had these sharpened recently, and
Mhm.
these aren't
Those-
expensive scissors, but
Yeah.
having
Those
them
look like
sharpened,
fiskars because of the
Yeah.
orange one. I think those are fiskars.
Yep.
Yes.
and just aside, I'm left-handed, and
Oh
I
yeah,
found
they
these.
have left-handed scissors. Yes.
Yeah, these aren't either or, because they're like shears. They're kind of like, they can go in either hand comfortably. So it's like, and when you cut, if you want to, they go flat on the ground, flat on the table. It makes it easier to
Uh-huh.
cut on flat surfaces. But
Oh,
that's my preference. I'm gonna
makes
restart the other
sense.
camera real quick and see if that.
Okay. All right. So while we're waiting for David to restart his face cam so you can also, see his expression while we're doing this. Okay. Roy saying hi to Sammy Pie. Sammy Pie is my moderator daughter. Yes. Thanks for coming out to join us on Christmas. And Sammy, if you can put the people's links in the chat, that would be super awesome. Yes, no sharing the scissors. Sometimes I'm very lazy, so whatever scissors I find, I use it. But that's absolutely correct, Roy. Roy, David is absolutely correct. They shouldn't be sharing.
There we
Okay,
are.
there. Okay, so let's go ahead on back to David. Okay.
All right, so we're gonna lay this pattern down. We're actually gonna cut 2 of our outside material and 2 of the same of our lining material.
Okay.
And on this, I haven't folded to the right. The wrong sides are out, but
Oh yeah,
so
because
I got
there has to be a left and a right. Right.
yes. So you
Okay.
just want to fold it over and lay this down. I'm actually going to turn this over so I can.
Yeah, make use of
figure out
the
which-
fabric. Right?
Yeah, the
So,
least wasteful way I can do this.
yes. So that's
'cause
a
I already
very
cut
nice
one out of this.
fabric.
This I'll give you a little preview. That's what we're going for.
Oh, pretty. Turn it around,
I found
please,
this.
David.
Oh, right.
Okay, there you
Right.
go. Perfect.
Yep,
Okay.
there we go. So this is what the finished product should look like. Although I'm going to
Uh-huh.
add a little hanger on it as well.
Okay.
But so I'm going to lay this down and just take a
Okay.
couple of pins.
Oh, I love your pin holder. You
Oh,
did.
yeah.
Did you do that yourself as well?
Yeah, I made that.
Oh, we should create something like that. Okay, guys, probably in the group. Okay, that could be a project in the Facebook
Yeah.
group. Yes, there you go. Okay, again,
I
guys.
think it'll.
Yes, David is spooling around on YouTube. If you haven't checked him out, kindly do so. And don't forget to subscribe. Yes, David, you were saying something. Sorry.
Yeah, I think this actually started out as like a Halloween candy bag or something. I just
Oh.
stuffed it.
Neat, right? So after Halloween and you have extra, what do you do with them? Okay, turn them into
Yeah.
pin cushions. repurpose,
Yep.
upcycle. There you go.
All
Okay,
right.
so you put pins so that it doesn't
Just to
move.
hold it in place.
Okay.
I'll do one more.
Oh, Dawn says she's also left-handed. Okay, so Dawn,
Yeah.
there's actually scissors. Do you also have this kind of scissors for left-handed?
Yep. And so I have. These are my left-handed paper scissors.
Oh, okay.
These are a little uncomfortable, so I'm putting these back.
Okay,
But
David, Jay has a
yes.
question. How will Santa fit all my presents in there? It will shrink them. Or you can make something even, bigger probably, right? So just
Yeah.
you can just follow the dimensions and probably like
Yeah.
make
You
it a
can
little
you
bigger.
can add. You could scale this up,
Yeah,
or if you had
scale.
a
There you go.
yeah. But who was asking the question? I didn't see.
Jay, Craft by
Jay.
Jay. Yes. My guest for tomorrow, Craft by Jay.
Yeah. You don't want to.
Okay. So when you cut it,
Unless you were getting a
David, it
lump of
has to
coal.
be exactly like more or less flush to the actual image of
Yeah.
the socks or the
For
stockings.
this pattern, there's like I added like a half-inch seam allowance. But if you wanted to make it bigger, you could cut. Just trace it out a little wider.
Okay.
So
So
this
in
is
the
not the
pattern, there's
most.
already an
Yeah.
allowance. Okay.
Yes.
Or Santa, Jay said, or Santa can just give me gift cards.
Right.
Yes,
Gift cards fit in this most.
exactly. Actually, I was
Bottle
just
of wine
on
will fit in this.
I was just on Jay's live stream a few minutes back before we started, David, and he was actually doing Christmas stories. It's perfect.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so your scissors are quite, what do you call that? Very sharp. We can
Yeah.
hear the no, like you can hear the cutting sound it does on the fabric. Okay. Sometimes, David, I see people who are into, fabric sewing and stuff using what do you call that? The rotary cutter
Yes.
thingies. Okay, what do you think of those?
I like them.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to keep it, keep it a little, basic.
Mm-hmm.
When you need for the rotary tools, you need a cutting surface, like
Mm-hmm.
a healing mat.
David, can we move a little to the left or to the right? There you go. Some more.
Okay. Yep.
Okay, there you go.
So if you had like you want like a like a self healing mat underneath.
Ah, okay. But is that easier or more accurate, or pair of
It,
scissors
it
is better?
it depends on what you're doing. For something
Mm.
like this, scissor, it really wouldn't make that much of a difference. But if you're doing like, especially for long cuts, things, the rotary tools have their place, definitely.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Oh, we cut it directly on.
Yeah. I'm just being a little more exact probably than I need to be.
Okay.
So that's one side. This is our I guess we'll call this the facing.
Okay. So
And then we have
that's
to
the
cut our lining.
fabric.
Yep.
Okay, and then now we need to cut the
The lining.
lining. What do you call that lining again, David?
Oh, it's just a lining. I don't know.
Okay, so what is it for? What's the purpose? Why do we need to have that?
So that's what gives you the this cuff at the top. So it's really like
Oh,
yeah, that's
okay.
and the way this is right now, technically this could be reversible.
Oh,
So I could actually turn this out and have the red part as the cuff if you really wanted it.
oh, I think mine. I can't because the kind of material I did was like a. I don't know what you call this one. It's just like it's like a piece of paper that they said in the store that you put inside to like make it. I should have.
Oh, like an interfacing.
Yes, interfacing. So it could
Yeah.
be
Well,
actually instead of this another fabric. So you can make it
yeah. So
double
just like two.
sided.
Yeah. So if you had just your interfacing, then you could just cut that. You could instead of cuffing it, just the way we're gonna do this, it'll look like that.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Okay. Yes, yes, yes.
So yeah,
Okay, got it. All
it'll be a
right.
little bit longer.
Yes, but it would have been nicer if yeah, I have should have chosen a fabric. So could make it double-sided. That's
Yeah, maybe my instructions weren't that clear, but it was like just cotton, so cotton print on
okay.
both sides.
Sorry. Wasn't
No problem.
listening.
So this fabric, it's hard to tell, I think, in this light, but there's actually a little texture to this. There's little tiny white stars printed all over it.
Oh, that's
Um,
nice. So the fabric
the
even
post.
has that. So it coordinates
Yeah,
with the fabric.
yeah, but you can do this with, if I was gonna try it with this like gingerbread print that I found, or even like it's like
Oh,
a fake
nice.
plaid. Those might work
Yes.
too.
So,
So
we work with tons of similar um designs but with paper, but
yeah.
David does it with fabric. Awesome. And loving the shirt, David.
Oh, thank you. How about something festive?
Yes, exactly. And Dawn says I was making pot sticker dumplings. What is that? Sorry, I don't
Ooh,
know what a
oh, I
pot.
love pot stickers.
What does it look like? Are those like our shomai or dumplings, the regular dumplings for like
Yeah,
Chinese?
they're like dumplings, but they're pan fried.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Got it, got it, got
Yeah.
it. Oh, that sounds delicious then, Dawn. And Roy says we are watching Christmas movies. That's also a family tradition here, Roy. And Roy, yes, I did receive the email and responding after. Finishes the inside. There you go. Dawn said, did you use interfacing, Lala? Actually, I'm going to use it. I wasn't listening. Sorry. Okay, but actually, what David is doing instead of that is actually using another fabric so you can make it double sided, right? So either
Yeah.
which way, it's nicer. So
And then
not
if you
following.
another idea, if you didn't want to use like a whole, like if you had a print, you didn't want to use the whole print,
Mm-hmm.
you could do like the top half of this. You could piece it together so that only the top part makes the cuff. But this is, like I said, this is like a really simple, quick way to make these.
Okay.
So
So
you know,
there are many other options you can do
yeah, there's
to
lots of ways to
yes.
do this. I've seen like some people will take the material, put it together, will quilt it, and then stitch it together.
Oh
So you
wow.
have like a quilted
Okay,
little
that's
dimension to it.
way advanced when I hear quilting.
Yeah, and it's a little more. It's a little more than we can do in an hour.
Exactly, exactly. And Jay is saying, have you ever tried stamping on muslin? Yes, Jay, I have actually. I've heard it's a neat effect. Yes, yes. I used to sew little bears for my friends. Oh my gosh, you make teddy bears, Dawn. That's awesome.
Well,
Yes,
that's great.
something like gyoza. Okay, gyoza, I know. Yes, and I love. That sounds so cute, Sanjay. Okay.
That sounds really delicious right now.
Yes, I'm getting hungry. It's breakfast. I hope David has had dinner. Have you had dinner, my friend?
I have something to eat, sure.
Okay. Okay, so while actually David is
Oh,
I'm just putting David on spotlight, so I mean solo, so you guys can really see everything. But if you want to join along us and then sew along us, that would be super awesome as well. Okay. So, okay, what I'm gonna do is since I cannot do that and this is not double, I'll just fold the top. Okay, that could
it's
be it.
actually hard to see the white paper against the white fabric.
There you go.
All right, so there.
Oh, Roy is watching Muppets Christmas Carol. Love that.
That is the best version of A Christmas Carol ever made.
Okay, and Jay is agreeing with Roy. Oh, that was a fun movie, Roy. Guys, if you weren't able to watch this year, Roy always has this Christmas special. And I actually a guest on that one. Head on over to his channel and look it up. He actually talked about what are the top 20, I think, or if I'm not mistaken, top 20 movies, Christmas movies. And you'd be surprised, right? Top Christmas movies and songs. Okay. Do you have a guess, David? What is your favorite Christmas movie and music on top of your head?
Favorite Christmas. Sounds like favorite Christmas movie. I really like Elf.
Okay, yes. Even in the chat during that time, a lot of people said Elf. Yes. And that is
And
actually part of the top 10.
yep. People, I love Die Hard. A lot of people argue that that's a Christmas movie. I'm on the fence whether it's actually a Christmas movie.
Yes, guys, if you don't know, yes, indeed, Die Hard is a Christmas movie. That has been proven.
It's a movie that takes place at Christmas, but I don't know if it's a
Exactly.
Christmas
That's why
movie.
it is a Christmas movie, right? And Jay said, I haven't watched my favorite holiday movies yet. Okay, because we've been busy doing Advent calendar, Jay. But after our show tomorrow, you can have definitely the time to do that. Before that, we watched Christmas Vacation. There you go. I love Home Alone. Yes, my kids too. The first one, anyways. Okay, David, what's
Yep.
next?
All right, here's the next step. Is we're gonna take our our face and our interfacing, and we're going to put them together, right sides together, meaning the print is going to be against the print. So it's going to
The
look.
print is going to be on the print.
So this side is my right side.
Uh-huh.
It's really hard to see, but there's a pattern on this little. There's tiny little like stars on this.
Okay. But since I
So
am on the other hand using an interfacing, so it has to
yeah,
be the
it
inside.
probably doesn't matter.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but so you want to lay these like this.
All right. So guys, this is
Right.
if you are using another fabric with a pattern. So pattern
Yep.
and pattern together.
Yep. So they're going to
Okay.
look like that, and then I'm going to get the sewing machine.
Okay. So
Bring
once
this up
we
here.
start the sewing, I will
Yep. Actually,
also
let's pin this together first. That would be a good
yeah.
idea.
So I will be crafting together, I mean sewing together with Jay in
Yep.
a bit. Okay, so once we start the sewing part. Yes, I do
Yep.
have my sewing setup here. Not perfect, but that's fine because it's okay.
I'm just gonna pin around.
Oh, pin. Yeah, I forgot. I should pin. Okay, I'll get pin.
Now a tip when you're pinning. Oop, and I did it backwards. I'm actually gonna do this over again. You know what? You don't need to pin. Only need to pin the top. I'm getting ahead of myself. So we just need to pin this line right here because what we're gonna do is we're just gonna sew the top of this like that. So
Oh,
just one pin will hold. But when the point I was trying to make, when you're sewing, the direction you're sewing, you want to put your pins pointing towards that. So as it goes into the machine, they're easy to pull out because you don't want to sew over
Oh,
your pins. So you
great,
kind of use the
great advice.
pins as like to baste it together. But you'll find that a fabric like this, sometimes it's like something as flat as this, it sticks together pretty well, so you don't have to worry about pinning it. But we'll do that for now. All right. So I'm going to bring up.
I just need to remove my coffee because it might spill. Okay, coffee go here. Coffee.
All right.
Okay, so David, let's craft together.
Yep.
Okay.
Take a seat here.
Where's the mouse? It's somewhere over there.
Craft together. Yeah, let me get that.
Okay.
Craft together. Oh, there we go.
Okay, there you go. Okay, now you see the both of us. Okay.
And
Okay.
did we lose a cam?
Oops. Okay, bring in the...
I think I lost a cam. Hold on. Did we lose a cam yet?
Oh, and the plan is for Roy to watch Tomorrow Wonderful Life. Okay, so that's Christmas Eve for you. Oh, tomorrow is actually Christmas Eve for you guys. Today is Christmas Eve for us. Okay.
Well, I lost my overhead, but I have this other camera that might be better actually to see this sewing machine anyway. So let's do that.
Oops, we lost our overhead. And I actually... Okay, the footer of my sewing machine just got removed. So I have to...
And I think my face camera just froze too.
Okay, so this is this sometimes it happens, you know, when you're...
Yep.
Yeah, but it's okay. Most of the people here are actually content creators, so they do understand that these things happen. So we'll just Okay, David will just okay, let me check on.
All right,
Okay.
it should come back in just a second. Let's see.
Okay, so we'll while waiting for David. So this is what I am doing, guys. So this is the fabric, and since I am using an interfacing, sorry, wrong instruction, the wrong understanding. Okay, I should have gotten, that would have been even better because it would actually make me um have a double-sided one instead of just a single-sided one like this. Okay,
Yeah,
so okay, let me check on David. Okay, there is David back. Okay, so that's a nicer view. I should have
yeah.
set up mine also like that. Okay, David, guide us through it.
All right. So I've got. I just put red thread on the spool and in the bobbins because this part you won't see it because it's going to be inside the seams. So I'm going to sew these just straight across here.
Uh-huh.
Like I said, there's a 1/2 inch seam allowance. You can come in a little narrower if you want, just to make it. It'll come out just a hair bigger if you make your seam allowances smaller. But so we're just going to stitch. Let me see what my.
Okay, guys, you might
Like,
hear a little bit of shrieking here and there because that's me. I'm not so used to the sewing machine.
all right.
Let's do this. Oh, love
Okay.
your
Let's
fabric.
get
Oh, thank you, Jay. Wow, how many
that.
movies have you seen, Roy? Okay.
And we're just going to stitch straight across.
Okay, it would have been nice if I have turned on my sewing machine, right? Of course, it will not run, Lala, because it's not turned on. I was stepping on the pedal, it's not moving. And I realized, oh, it's not on. Silly. Okay, don't forget to turn
Yeah, it
on your
works.
sewing machine.
Yep, that's the first step: is turn your machine on.
Oh my goodness. Okay, there you go. Hold on. It's still stabilizing. Okay, there you go. I heard the click. Okay.
Ow! I stabbed
Oh.
myself.
Is this doing it correctly? Maybe we'll do it like that. I hope this is doing okay. This is okay. Why is David's sound different? Nicer. Okay, do I like sew through the whole thing, David, or
Yep,
do I
you're
turn
gonna sew
around?
the front. You're gonna sew. Yep, do straight across. Just one line, the top line. You're gonna stitch it like this.
Okay, up to the end, or leave a little. Wow, no hands. Okay, this is
Yeah.
something.
This machine has like an automatic backstitch function on it, so you just
Oh,
push a
that's
button and
so
it does it.
super awesome. Mine is
Yeah,
not, so I have to like go
yeah.
back stitch a bit.
I found this machine in a thrift store for $30.
Wow. Okay. And
Yeah, I
then,
couldn't believe it.
oh my goodness.
It's
Okay, so
it's like a $400 sewing machine. So
exactly. So do I turn it
yeah.
around after, David?
What's that?
Do we turn the fabric around?
What we're gonna do? I'm gonna move the machine out of the way again for this step.
Oh, you
'Cause this is
removed it. Absolutely.
yeah,
It's like sew through it. Okay, got it. Got it.
yeah. So what you're gonna end up with is two pieces like this. You can see what I'm doing. So
Okay, and then go through.
you're gonna end with like the top.
That's mine.
Yep.
Okay.
Can you see what I did there? So you're gonna open it
Yes.
up,
Okay.
and once you sew both of them together, then we're gonna lay these like this, right sides together.
Okay, so I have to do the other one first. Okay, correct.
Yes.
Okay. So I gotta do the same thing to the other one. Hold on, guys. see. Let me see. Okay, just watch David and follow
Yep.
him. Okay, while I'll try to navigate
So
through.
once I lay these together, what I'm going to do is I'm going to press the seams open, just a little finger press. So these will lay a little flatter when we stitch. Because what we're going to do is pin all the way around this. But we're going to leave a small gap near on the facing. You're going to leave a small gap. So like, let me take a piece of chalk. Let me find a piece of chalk here to mark it. Actually, what I can do is mark it with pins. So like, what you want to do is just mark. You're gonna leave a small opening so we can turn this inside out again, right side out. I mean.
Okay.
You'll see it'll make sense in a little bit. It's kind of like do you remember the bags we made?
Oh,
How
guys,
it's like
that was super nice. Okay, but I actually messed it up a little bit, but it's still I was able to make it, guys, and that was the very first time I actually,
yeah,
before I was only using my sewing machine for for paper projects, right? Never really sewing anything until I had David on the show, and he taught me how to actually use my sewing machine to create this to create a bag. Okay, hold on, I will just sew this very fast. Ooh, 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 ooh. That was fast. See, I can't do David's see, I have to like do it slow,
yeah.
slow,
Take
slow.
take your time. Take your time
Yeah,
with it.
because I'm afraid I might mess it up.
If
So
on some machines, I don't know if yours will do this, but on the pedal,
uh-huh.
there might be. Let me see if this one does this. Some
Okay.
some of the sewing machines actually have a little screw on the bottom of the pedal that you can like tighten it, and
Oh,
it'll keep it from going all the way down. So it's like a limiter. So if you're afraid of like getting away from you, not all of them have that, but that's something you might want to look into.
oh no, it
So
doesn't
you
have.
can't floor it, you know?
Yeah, it doesn't have. Look, that's the bottom. Nothing.
Yeah.
Just a regular pedal.
Sure.
Okay, but if yours have, that's a good thing to check out. Maybe you do have it, but you're not
Yeah.
actually been using it. Okay, David, what do I do again? Sorry. So,
All right. So you're gonna open them up, and you're gonna lay these long pieces now. See how these are. So you're gonna lay them right sides together, meaning you're gonna put the print to the print. So you have the back side of the fabric, out. What you want to do is just kind of press these seams down. I'll hold it down with the pins will help. But when we go to sew, you're gonna sew it so these are flat. It's a little it'll make the seam a little nicer. But I just mark like these two pins this way. I'm not gonna sew across this, so I have a place to turn this
okay,
around.
I'm trying to understand what I'm gonna do with this.
So I'm gonna sew around here. We're gonna continue all the way around,
Uh-huh.
and then I'm gonna stop right here, so there's an opening. And then we're gonna turn the whole thing through that opening, so we're gonna turn it right side out. It'll make sense in a moment. Trust me.
Makes sense in a moment. Okay. Let's see this one, this one. But the interlacing, but I'm using an interlacing, so the same.
It's still gonna be the same. Yeah.
Okay, so it's still the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, is that an iron-on interfacing, or is that just like a
I don't
that you
know.
got?
It does
Okay.
look like iron on.
Okay. Because there's different types of interfacing. There's like heat. There's some interfacing you can make like
very
fabric
thin.
stabilizer.
Very
Was that?
thin.
Yeah. Okay. So
Like
we're
paper?
gonna still do the same technique. It'll work. You just won't turn down the top to make a little cuff at the top. You'll just have a.
Yes.
It'll
I
be straight.
didn't put it like exactly to the top, so only there, so I can do like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But this will make sense in a moment.
Okay. I
Okay.
don't understand, but okay, we will We will follow David. Okay. Okay, so we should put pins all around.
Yeah, we're gonna pin all the way around this whole thing.
Okay. Pinning everything around now. Ay, nako, Lala, you should have bought another fabric. That would have been easier. Some of my pins have glue because I sometimes use this to cover my glue, my fine tip bottles.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so when
If you
you
find here's another tip for everyone.
Mhm.
If you find that your pins are getting dull, take some steel wool and just stab it in some steel wool. It'll sharpen them.
Oh, right, because friction, right? Somehow.
Yep.
Hmm.
Steel wool is very abrasive, so it's
Yes. Oh, thank you, Don. I connected to David. Thank you so much, guys.
well.
That
Thank
is
you.
super helpful, guys. Thank you so much. Yes, we really have a super awesome community. Everybody's very helpful. Okay, so David, so sew the two with the pattern together. Okay, and
Yeah,
then the interfacings together.
yeah. So it's gonna look like this.
Okay, got it. But mine cannot be like double-sided because this is just interfacing. Okay, but I will try to do that. Okay. And this one, actually, the project that we're going to do, you can even personalize further. So if you are a crafter and you do have, like, say, a Cricut machine, so and you have a heat press, or you can actually even personalize this further. David suggested that you can, probably cut out some, what do you call that, David? Some maybe monogram or anything
A
you want to
monogram,
put.
yeah,
Yes, anything you
or
want to put on your stockings.
put your name on it or initial.
There you go. Yes, the name can also be, if you don't want just the name, the initial, you can actually put out the full name. My gosh, my stockings are not even aligned. David's gonna have a heart attack if he sees my.
Yeah, mine aren't actually coming out all that perfect either, so don't worry.
This is like, why are the socks not the same?
As long as you get it to lay flat, a lot of that will disappear in the seam. So,
Oh
but
yeah.
like I can see here, I have a little bit of bunching that's happening, so I have to figure out where that's getting out of alignment.
Okay, probably
I'm gonna
I'll
pull
just
these.
snip off away later when I'm like
Yeah,
done. That would probably make more sense. Okay.
probably would have been a good idea to iron this a little bit before I did this too. But
Okay, there. We're learning as we do so, right?
yep,
This could actually be easier than the one we made before, right? The purse, the
yeah.
sling bag. Guys, that was a sling bag we created. It's super awesome. The link, I should have put it in the description. I will add it so you can go back to it and check it out if you want to do that as well. Okay, and probably a future project. I was asking David if we can do aprons, because as
Yeah,
crafters, we normally use aprons when we're doing, let's say, mixed media or a bit of painting. Oh, this one's loud. Can't use that. Okay, that's one. Okay, done with all the pinning.
all right,
Okay,
almost there. So I had
so
to. Mine's a little off in the lining, but it's the lining, so I'm not going to worry about
yes, you're not, because you are going to be okay with imperfections.
it. Let me swing this back around. All right.
Okay.
All right there. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to start just behind
A
that
sewing
little.
machine governor. Thank you, Don. Good idea. HTV for the stocking. Yes, Don. I started the season with the original How the Grinch Stole Christmas and Ted Lasso Christmas episode from season 2. Actually, the movies that you're been hearing or seeing, those are actually part of the Roy's favorite Christmas movies. And they're actually really good. Okay. So David, are
All
we
right,
going to start?
I am ready to start.
Okay, just removing the chat.
Make sure
Okay, and then go.
it's down.
So do
Okay.
we start with the red fabric or the you can start with any.
I actually started with the lining
Okay.
because
So
where I'm starting where my gap is.
okay, David, can we see that again? Sorry, sorry. Where did you start? Can
So I'm
we see
starting
like can you remove the
where,
fabric first so I can see
yeah,
which
I
part
did
will
a,
I have to put in first?
so I had marked the with the pin sideways for where I'm not going to stitch. So I'm going to start stitching. Does that make
Okay,
where I'm leaving a
David,
little
look
gap
here.
in the lining?
So here at the top, this is my top. I won't stitch on that one, right? Because I have to put it like that. So I start here.
Yeah, start in the middle of the lining, like the towards the halfway down the lining. Because what I'm doing is,
Oh,
like I
halfway
said,
here, here. Okay,
yeah.
not
So I'm leaving a
okay,
little
got it, got
gap.
it, got it. Okay, got
Yeah.
it. Okay, start the middle of the lining. Okay, got it. Okay. See, I'm doing
Okay.
all the things I'm not used to this Christmas, right? Coloring, mix media. Okay, there you go. Okay. Because I have great teachers. Okay, there you go. Okay, so David, just go around.
Yep. We just go all the way around.
Okay, go
Just keep
around.
an eye. I'm gonna move this. You can see, there's a on the plate. There's like in measurements. It gives you little guides.
Oh yeah, you can use that as a
Yeah. So
guide.
if you want to, let's say like there's your 5/8, half inch, and if you want to go any wider than that, there's tools like you can get a. I don't have one. There's like a little ruler that's got holes in it, so you put your needle in there, and there's like a magnetic thing that you stick onto the
Okay.
plate. But I'm getting ahead of myself anyway. So we just follow, like I said, there's the half. Look for the half-inch mark on your plate, and just follow along that.
I think that's too big. Oh, anyway, it's okay. Whoops. And why is my needle like this?
All right. So when I get to the seam, see how I've pressed these down. So like I folded them away from each other, and I've done the same thing underneath. So when I stitch over this, it's going to lay it nice and flat without a lot of bulk.
David, we can't see.
You can't see it. All right, my
No,
fat finger's in the way.
no, it's like it's
Oh, it's
pointed.
tilted.
There you go.
Oh, I
Okay.
see. All right, let's.
There you go.
See how this is like flattened out. It's like I folded them away from each other on both sides. This makes the seam nice and flat.
I'm gonna
Pull the
match
pin
this
out of there.
project up. Let's see how it's gonna. Hmm.
It's going slowly around the turn.
Okay.
Getting a little off track there. A little bit. So you can see what I was saying about the pins. As you get closer, they're easier to pull out
Okay.
because
David,
pulling them.
can we have a solo cam for you? Is that okay? While I try to do some changes for me so that they can
Sure.
see yours better.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me see. Am I?
Oops, not yet.
Did I freeze? I think nope.
Oh, okay. If you will freeze, it's okay. Okay, we'll stay. Okay, let me
Nope,
see.
and it went to the wrong cam. Let's do that. Okay,
Okay, there you go. Hey,
there
you
we go.
are so techy, my friend. Love it. Okay.
All right.
So follow
So
what David is doing, guys. Okay.
yes, I'm just gonna go real easy around this curve. Let the machine do the work.
Okay.
I'm just guiding it around. Oop, fabric got caught on the camera. Let's bring this around.
We'll see what's gonna happen to what I'm doing.
All right. Once again, I'm coming to the seams. Make sure that this is folded that way and they're away from each other. And try not to stick yourself with the pins as they come at you. This isn't quite as lined up as it should be. And always make sure you're catching both layers of fabric, because it looks like mine slipped underneath a little bit.
My gosh, when I step on the pedal, it's like super fast. I get scared.
What was that? I couldn't hear you.
Okay, I said when I was stepping on my pedal, I got scared. Okay. So David makes it look so easy, right?
Ouch. Okay, so I'm back to where I marked my gap. I'm going to do a little back stitch there. So that locks the stitch in place, so it makes it nice and strong, so you don't have any weak spots.
Yeah.
Again, this is a stocking. It's not like you're going to be wearing this, so it's probably not that important, but it does lock
So the
the
back
stitch in
stitch
place.
is very important, right? So that
Yeah,
okay.
but if you're making clothes, it adds strength. Make sure your stitches won't come apart.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
The fabric
how we
is
doing?
the fabric is hitting my stuff. Okay. So I'm having a little bit of a issue here, guys. So just watch David.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm going to turn this. Okay, so I'm going to kind of go over. I figure the best angle for this.
This could be the most lopsided Christmas stocking you will ever see. Okay.
It's okay. People ask me, when I tell them I sew, they say, "What do you make?" I said, "Mistakes mostly," but
And that's fine, right?
All right, so
I remember one time I was sewing paper in my live stream. I was sewing cardstocks, very, very thick cardstocks together during the show. I was like, oh my goodness.
now you see what I was saying about the seams. Unfortunately, I didn't get this one folded down, so it's kind of like flipped up. So I'm just going to clip that so it lays a little flatter when I turn this inside out. So we're ready to turn this. So what we need to do next is clip
I clip.
all around these curves. I'll show you. You want to just make these little notches. You don't
Ah,
want to cut through your thread that you just sewed.
okay,
But this
okay.
will reduce the bulk when you turn this inside out. So anywhere it curves,
Okay, got it, got it.
yeah.
Oop, 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 oop. The thread gets derailed. Okay, so David, what are you doing at that part?
So I'm just clipping the curves. So like I'm just putting little tiny cuts where it's going to curve. So when you turn this inside out, this seam won't be bulky. It'll come out nice and round.
Okay. So we have to do that all around?
Just where it's curved.
Ah, okay. So only on the curves.
Yeah, and be careful not to cut through the thread you just stitched in.
Okay.
So
So
it'll kind of.
David, why do I have like a bunching of threads at the back? What does that
Oh,
mean? It's too tight
um,
to.
it might be your thread tension is too loose, or you might need to rethread it because that usually fixes that.
Oh, rethread the top?
Yeah, rethread probably the top and the bottom. What might help with that.
Okay. Yikes. Okay, do you do this again? Okay. This should be an easy one. What am I doing?
The most dangerous thing you can say in any project is this will be real quick.
You're right, David. It's like, oh, okay. The first one I did, all around one, it was okay. And then suddenly, when I was onto this side, it suddenly like, okay. So you're right. So I'm rethreading that part. Okay, so that I want it
All right.
nice. Okay, there you go.
So I'm gonna go on ahead here, and
Okay,
we're gonna.
because
What I'm
we
gonna do is
wanna finish.
we're gonna turn this so it's right side out all the
Okay.
way around. I'm gonna pull the whole thing through this little opening that we left.
Okay, hopefully I get to finish this as well, guys. So
Yeah.
wish me good luck. Okay.
I probably could have left this opening a little bigger.
Is it
Ouch.
nicer now? Is it nicer now? Is it nicer now? Oops, sorry. The camera. I mean my microphone. Okay.
All right. So I'm going to try and get all these little, this is what I was talking about, the curves. You got to get these to turn all the way out. You get a little bunched up. Sometimes you can reach in there with a pencil or a chopstick or something to push them out a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Same thing again. So you're going to end up with a sock that is double-ended like this.
Okay.
Can you see that?
Yes, it looks so beautiful. Why mine looks on the other way around? But it's okay.
All right. So then the next step is to just, like I said, make sure all your seams are kind of pressed out.
Okay, sorry
We'll
about
be able to.
the sound of my microphone stand. I'm hitting it, guys.
Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry to your ears. Okay. Okay.
Just gonna try and get these seams to come out. And then I'm going to take my lining and I'm just going to stuff it into the shell. So we're going to turn that back in like that. Kind of just poke around in there, get all those curves to smooth out.
That's so beautiful, David.
Oh, thank you.
My camera is, I don't know what's happening to my overhead cam. I've been trying to toggle with it. It's a good thing David's camera is fine. So, and that's more important than my cam. Because it's better to see David's than mine.
All right, I'm going to see if I can switch back to my overhead for this. Where is my mouse? Hello? There you are. Ah, that worked. Okay. So you could go over this with an iron if you wanted to really make the seams nice and crisp. So I'm trying to get that seam to flatten out a little bit more.
Okay.
Just kind of finger pressing it. Give it a little tug.
It's hot in here.
So the other thing we're going to do, need some scraps. Take another piece of your outside fabric. And I'm just going to cut like a 2-inch rectangle. It's like 2 by... I'm not even sure how big that is. Measure that. What's like 3? Yeah, make that 2 inches.
Okay. Whew. Oh, that is for the, what do you call that?
We're going to make the little hanger.
Okay.
And that could be better, but that's all going to disappear when we stitch this. I'll show you. Try to square that up a little bit. So first I'm going to fold this in half. See that?
Okay.
And just finger press this down.
So about how long is that one, David? More or less.
I think I made this 6 inches. So you'll end up with something about a little. And then I'm going to fold. So I have a crease in the middle, if this makes sense. See, so I'm going to crease that, and then I'm going to take the edge and fold it to the crease there.
Okay. Whew.
And then I'm going to.
This is so. Okay. Anyway, it's
Is
okay.
it-
At least I'm able to do it. It's very ugly. Okay, doing that thing now. I don't have that fabric, but oh, you know what,
You don't have a
David?
scrap left over from what you cut out?
Uh-huh.
Is there any scraps from the piece you cut out?
I do have what do you call this, David? Felt.
Okay, that'll work.
A felt fabric.
Yeah.
Do you call it a felt
If it's
fabric?
felt, you probably don't even have to stitch it the way that I'm doing this, but for your so what I'm doing is I'm folding it in to that center line, and then I'm just going to fold it in half over itself, so that makes it a little
Okay.
tucks the seam in by itself. Like, does that make sense? You see that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very nice. Okay, but I think I'll just sew this directly.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see.
I'm just gonna
get to do this.
stitch real close to the edge of this.
Okay.
Let me see if I can.
I'm sweating like crazy here. Okay, done with that. Woo! In fairness, looks good. The handle only.
Yeah. I'm not even going to backstitch this because it's going to get sewn into the edge anyway.
Oh, everybody. Sorry. Okay, I got lost track of the chat because I've been having a tech issue in the back. Okay, hold on. Let me check. Okay. The last one, as I know, Dawn said, I love Home Alone. I feel like the week after Christmas is when adults celebrate. True, Jay. Elf is one of my faves. Love Die Hard. It has more Christmas references than Love Actually. Yes, because guys, do you know that Love Actually is considered like one of the top Christmas movies?
Oh,
Chris-
yeah.
Okay,
Like
I'll show
every
you
time I
something.
switch cameras, my face cam freezes.
Oh, okay. So
So,
we
let's-
stay with okay. Where is the camera? Okay. Sewing together or
Let me see. I'm still on sewing together. Or solo overhead is where I am right now. But let's see.
okay. So let's do sewing together and see if that works.
Yep,
Hello.
it's still
Oh,
frozen.
it's
Give me 1
frozen,
second.
frozen. Okay. So watch me first. Okay. So this is basically look at that. Because what I did is first, with this one was hanging out like that. So this was the
Yeah.
interfacing, but it's ugly. So now I have two like that. I should have just
No, that looks
one,
fine.
right?
That actually looks nice. I was gonna say we're gonna top stitch it anyway. So
Right. So, but now, and this is my. Oh, look! There's an opening there, David. I wasn't able to stitch that one. I have to go around to go back to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
okay.
There you go. Okay, let's have David. Okay, no face cam still, David.
Give it a second.
Okay. Okay, I think I'm
see.
gonna make another one. So let's do a double stitch. Anyway,
That should
what?
be. There we
what
go.
can go wrong anyway? Right.
All right. So for
Okay. Oh, there. Okay, I can see David now. Okay, there you go.
Yep.
That's the
All
two
right.
of us. Okay.
I'm gonna do. This is optional again, but I'm going to do a top stitch around this whole cuff to really kind of close
What's a
it in
top
place.
stitch?
So I'm going to sew on the top of the fabric. So usually when you're, yeah. So I'm just going to do a little line in here. It's going to really weld this whole seam together. That's all it is just stitching on top of the fabric as opposed to
Okay, I
like,
remove
this
this so I can do
lining the
that.
seams inside. Yep.
Okay, so I can
And
put it inside.
yep. So if you have your free arm, that's what it's called.
Okay. Oh, but I already have that ugly thing. It's not even. But it's okay. No one would notice but me. Oh no, I can't because one of my thread is silver gray. So if I put that in, it's gonna be gray here instead of
Yeah,
the
you should,
red.
yeah.
So it's okay. It's okay.
You don't have to do that. I said that's an
Yeah.
option, but like if you
Yes.
wanted to you'd want to put like a thread that matches or a contrast. Sometimes look nice,
Mm-hmm. Oh, could it be? But it's gray. What do you think?
I'm
Will it
just
be okay?
kind of walking this around with my fingers.
Okay, there's my son.
Now, when you get to like the seam, it gets a little thick there, so you want to,
Slowly.
yeah,
Yeah, lift it. Yeah,
So
that one I remember you telling me to
yeah,
do that because I broke. Was it? Did I break my needle or I broke the thread or both during the last time?
yeah. You don't want to force it. Let the machine do the work.
Yeah. So this is the only thing that's left. I will ask David how to attach that later on. But I do want to like do this. This one I know is just an iron-on thing.
Hmm.
So I actually got this from Joann's, maybe in 2015 or 16. So I can put like S for Sammy, my moderator daughter. So this can be
Oh,
her stockings. Or if I wanted it to be here, I should have sewn it before I attached it, right, David?
if it's an iron-on, it probably won't matter. But yeah,
Yeah.
if you wanted to do like an applique, I would do that before. So you do it
Okay.
on your panel and then stitch it together. But like an iron-on should be fine.
Exactly. So you know what? So that I will still have it in,
Yeah.
because well, I have my, you know what? Yeah, I do have my
So
cricket.
I'm going to.
My hip press.
Make
Oh,
this
my
steps.
small iron. Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure what kind of fabric is this, David. What do you think? Will it stick?
I can't see. I'm sorry.
It's
Hold on.
like a sweater material. Do you think it will? Or probably I have to hand stitch the monogram, right?
If it's like a knit, let me see it again.
Yes, it is. It's like a knitted, but I don't think it's cotton though. I'm
Yeah,
not
if you
sure.
were to stitch that on, yeah, I'm not sure.
Okay. All right, it's okay. I'll probably
Yeah,
just hand stitch it to.
yeah, that'd probably be best. I think
Yeah,
because
I
it
will
might
I
get
will
caught.
iron it, but then hand stitch as well, just to make sure that it will actually
Yeah.
not get
So,
removed in case
so you can see how
ironing it. Yes.
that makes the seam at the top just a little tighter, a little it's like
Oh,
a
yes, you're right.
little more
Because
finished.
here it's, it's kind of fluffy, right? So
Hmm.
that's why if you sew it around that, about what, and half an inch away from the
Yeah, I try to
edge.
get it close to the edge. I didn't do a
Okay.
perfect job, but you want to get it kind of close to the inch, within a half inch.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. So
Yeah,
it's make it look a little bit more
yeah.
nicer and more finished looking. Okay, that's actually really nice. So I'll probably do that once I change the color of my thread on top, so that
Yeah.
it doesn't stick out because it's gray. I should have used red and red like what David did. It's just I don't know
So
where my bigger red thread is. So it would look something like that eventually.
yeah.
Okay.
So then I'm just gonna take this little loop that I made and just put it in here
Oh, It's a Wonderful Life, I think, was a number one movie, Christmas movie, I think, from Roy's episode. Okay. Jay said, I want to see that. Okay. Oh, they're talking about movies. Movies. Okay. So, guys, any questions about the projects? Okay. I love thrift finds like that. Yes, that's awesome, right? It's like $30 for something that
Yeah.
cost about what? Almost $1,000? Is that correct?
I think when this was new, it was like maybe 300, but
Three
still,
hundred
it's
dollars. Okay, there you
yeah,
go. Still $30?
and it's only 7 years old. So,
Exactly. All right. I
yeah.
okay, thank you again. Okay.
So I'm pinning this down right on this seam, sort of. Maybe let's try that again.
I thank you so much, Don. Oh, we have Margaret. Hi, Margaret. Sorry, I wasn't able to look at the chat earlier on because I was having a little bit of a tech issue for my overhead cam. So
Ah, it's
you're
my big sister.
exactly. She said it's your big sis. Just want to say hi, and I'm enjoying watching. Thank you so much,
Oh,
Margaret.
thank you.
And of course, we have Edmund from Dubai. Merry Christmas, MGI. That's me. Okay, in the community, sometimes they call me MGI, short for Mommy Guide Inc. I learned tonight that I've been pinning things wrong all this time. The way you do it makes a lot of sense. Yes, that's one of the things that I actually learned from David the first time he came into the show. That when you put the pin, it has to be going right towards the opposite of where you're going, so that we can pull it out easily. There you go. And we have Coach Adam. Hey there, everyone. Merry Christmas. Okay, let
Can't
me
get
see.
that
Let me
to line up
check.
the way I want it to.
Okay, Coach Adam is gonna be my guest on the 29th. I was looking at the calendar, so I was looking like that. And we have Amy. Hi, Amy. Greetings. Love seeing David. So yes, Amy, thank you so much. I only sew paper. Exactly, exactly, Amy. The same thing. Okay. Like mitering a corner. Yes, Jay. Like that's why he was trying to snip some of the, I think. Yes. Hi, Adam. Hi,
Okay,
Amy.
did not like that.
Greetings. All fun to see Jay and Adam as well. Roy is here too. It's a leader reunion. Exactly. Looks so good. Yes, the first time we were on Lida, David, Amy was our moderator.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Hey, don't forget to hit the like. Thank you so much, Roy. Your face camera is frozen, David. Oh, is it still?
Oh no.
Oh no, no.
No.
That yeah, this was a while back. Yes.
Oh okay.
Yes, that's right, Sammy Pie. I hope you all have a wonderful Christmas. Thank you, Amy. You too, my friend. Okay, I have to help my husband with dinner. Okay. Thank you so much again, Amy. Have a Merry Christmas, Amy. Guys, Amy is a creativity playground. She's also an awesome paper crafter. Okay, that looks wonderful.
Now
Thank you,
I
thank you, thank you.
probably should have had white thread in the bobbin for this step, but that's all right.
Okay, why? Why?
Because
Question.
you see this little bit of red showing up
We
on.
can't see
I didn't.
David a little bit higher, please. Some more. Okay, there you go.
Yeah. So it's a little. I got a little bunched up. Little. Sometimes call that bird nesting.
Mm-hmm.
When the needle
Oh, I
got
have a lot
jammed.
of those hidden
Yeah.
in the inside. Oh, sorry, David. I missed that part. I was looking at the chat. So how do I
Yeah.
put this back in? Sorry, this one in.
So I just loop this over and right on the seam on the back, I pin it in place, and then just stitch right down the. Try to get close to the seam that I have here,
Ah,
but
okay, on
just
the
trying to
seam.
just yeah. So
Okay.
on this, you definitely want to back stitch at the beginning and then stitch and then do a little back stitch so it's really strong because this is gonna
So is it gonna?
theoretically hold
Ah,
your weight.
okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, mine is already very thick. I hope my needle can still handle this.
Yeah, you might want to loosen lengthen your stitch length.
Okay, we'll see. Will I be able to do this? So, David, if it's like this, do I put it in one of the sides? Like so?
So I just
Like that?
looped it over and just like stitched right
Oh,
down
not
the.
really on the seam. Okay, beside it. Okay,
Yeah,
got it.
like I was trying to get as close to the seam as I could, so it would kind of
Okay.
disappear.
Makes sense, makes sense. Every time I try to sew something, I have to breathe.
Yep.
Because like Amy, everything I used to sew only paper, but since I've had David on the show before, I started really, liking sewing other stuff as well. David, the other in during the pandemic, I think it was 2 years ago, I created pajamas.
Oh,
Guys.
wonderful.
Yes, they were super nice. Okay. This is kind of thick, David.
I mean, I got the pandemic is like I learned how to sew a long time ago, but the pandemic really got me into doing it a lot more because we had time, you know.
Exactly. Okay, guys, breathe. Breathe, Lala,
All right,
breathe.
breathe.
Okay. So it's like when I'm sewing, it's like breathe. Come on, it's very thick. Okay, there you go. I hope it didn't bunch up. Oh, okay, see, ugly. Anyway, that's fine. See, David, I'll show you.
So let's see it.
But it's okay. It's attached. I'll just put a button or something over there. You
There you
see,
go.
there's a doubling
Maybe put a
of
little holly leaf or a ribbon or
yeah.
something, you know.
But I think at least it's sewn together. It's just that there's a
Yeah.
bunching up of thread over there. Maybe because it's very thick, I think. Or I just really the thread. What do you call it? Thread pressure.
The tension.
Oh, the tension. There you go.
Yeah.
So let's just show the other side. So let's
Yeah.
show this one.
So that's something you can kind of get the feel for. You know, every machine's a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
You just get a feel for, you know, when you're working with thicker materials, you probably have like looser, a little bit looser
David,
tension.
I just
Yeah.
realized something.
What's that?
Your socks is like this, right? All right, so you're supposed to put this over here, not over there.
Oh, you put it on the.
All
You
right,
put
I
it on
really need to redo this, guys. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, that's why you get a seam ripper. Oh, that's funny.
Oh my goodness, I am doing so many bloopers, but it's so much fun, guys. It's like I knew there's something wrong. It doesn't look right. It's on the other side. Okay, you do want it to put on the part where you have like the ankles. Where
Yeah,
the
it'd be like your.
ankles. Okay, who would ever thought that you could actually do something? It's common sense, right? So yes, it can happen. I've just shown
It
you.
happens to the best of us.
You can actually do something as supposedly so practical, no brainer. Still can mess it up, but that's fine. Okay, so I'll just redo it. Okay, so now I'm gonna do it on the right side. Okay. Okay, so it has to be on this side. Okay. Okay, closer to the seam as I can. Okay. Okay, we're sorry guys, we're doing a little overtime because of me. Bear with Mommy Lala. You know, I'm not an expert, but I really want to learn. Okay, and I'm grateful to David that he is here and he actually is sharing with us how you can create this very useful and cute project that you can also do on your own. Okay, all the materials and the things you need are in the description of this video. Okay, come on now. How can I move it? Remove it. Okay, there you go. Oh, it's actually nicer now. No bunching up this time. Yay.
Nice.
So maybe it needed to do that so I could be reminded that, Lala, that was wrong. There you go. Now it's on the right side. There you go. Okay, but the S is not yet. Okay, I will hit press that one. Okay, so
Yeah.
that is the letter S. Okay, so how are you going to personalize that, David? What was the plan?
Well, I'm not sure if we have time, but I was gonna cut something out on the Cricut, but I didn't get around to it. But I was thinking about putting
Okay.
like, yeah,
Yes. Okay,
I was
I'll
just gonna
just.
maybe make a name, you know, using like a like a heat transfer vinyl. I was gonna cut, a name or
Yeah, so you can
initials or
probably
something.
like do an
Yeah,
HTV of some sort. Okay, so I'll
yeah.
just okay. So again, I will just okay. Let's zoom in on our projects. Okay, so let me see.
Oh, that looks nice.
Okay, there you go. Not the Caesars. So this is my letter S stockings. Okay. So not perfect as you can see.
I think it looks great.
Okay, so let's just put in okay, there you go. So yes, it's I am not a very good, so I just know the basics, right? How I didn't even know how to thread the machine, right, David, when you first like
Yeah.
came here as a guest. Okay, David, we want to see your actual finished product. Can we do your solo overhead?
Let's see if I can get the.
Oh,
What's it?
okay, it will freeze again. Will it freeze
Let me
again?
see.
Okay.
We'll give it a try. It's like
Okay, let's see. Okay,
um,
so we've been having a lot of tech issues tonight, guys, but I hope that you actually like this episode and have shown you and that you like the project that David prepared for us tonight. Okay, so all the description, all the things you need, there's even
hmm.
thread there, are actually in the description of this video. Okay, so there's still a lot of thread hanging onto the sides of this
Ah,
one.
there it
Okay, so
worked.
let's
Okay.
see David's project. There you go. Okay, I'll try to zoom in on this one. Okay, there you go.
Right. A little- Which way do I
Oh,
get with that?
the
There we go.
there you go. Okay. Okay, go through it, David.
I'm sorry.
Hello. Yeah, go through it
Yep.
like just in a fast. I know how you basically created all of this.
Oh, that's like we started. It was real simple. We just cut fabric, the
Mm-hmm.
facing fabric, two of these, the lining fabric. You stitch you stitch them together so that it creates a seam on the top.
Mm-hmm.
You get really long thing and just turn that around and then turn it back into itself. If that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what David did, thank you so much, David. So, again, craft, or no, face cam. First, face cam now. Okay,
Okay.
face cam. Okay, so we're gonna do our face cam now. Okay, so what David and I created are two different takes, okay, on this project. So,
Mhm.
David's is actually, what do you call that, David? Reversible?
Well, it's not really reversible anymore because of the way I stitched this, but
Ah, okay.
you could make this reversible.
Yeah. So
So
mine
yeah,
is
so it's like
obviously not because I used an
yeah,
interfacing instead of another, nice cotton fabric. Okay, so I
yeah,
just had to just a little bit of a difference in that. Okay, but eventually everything is there you go. Okay, so
yeah.
again, this all the things you need to make this one is in the description of this video. Okay, so let's go look at the chat again. Okay. Okay. So okay, there you go. I think Amy already left. Okay, and Dawn says that looks wonderful, Lala. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, that really looks cool. Sewing has been my favorite since childhood. That's great, Wims. Maybe you can also join us over in David's Facebook group. Okay, it's called Spooling Around also on Facebook. Okay, looks complicated, so I just love watching someone sewing like my grandma before with her old school Singer with a foot pedal. Yeah, Singer is a very known sewing machine brand. Okay,
Oh,
haha.
like a treadle machine?
Yes. Oh,
Is it like
David
a
has.
manual?
How many sewing machines do you have, David? Maybe for those
I'm
who
up
weren't
to.
able to
I have
see.
7 now.
And he even has vintage ones, guys, like the old Singer sewing machines, right? And
Yeah.
you even have sergers, something like that. Is you call
Yep.
it
I
a
have a
serger?
serger. I have a an industrial uh, blind hem machine that I also picked up at a thrift store for almost nothing. And
So good
I've
that
I got a
you know.
couple of like these kind of like I have a couple of Singers. I have a Kenmore and for the other ones I have. But yeah, it's and what is a Neki, which is a heavy duty machine, and I got I got another Stinger heavy duty machine off of Facebook
Oh my
Marketplace for
goodness.
like $30 also. I don't know how I find these things, but it's like
Because
I just
actually you really like it, and every time
yeah.
it's Halloween, I always asking David what is he gonna do, because he normally also makes costumes, guys. So David is really amazing, right? So same here, Miss Williams. I'm not sure if I have the hand-eye coordination. No, you can't. If I can do it, you guys can do it. Oh,
Oh,
thank you so much. It's because you're
I'm very clumsy.
nervous.
You can do this.
Yes, but what happened was my overhead, I had to remove it, put it back again, and so I had to hurry up to catch up with the sewing and all the stuff. Okay, hello everyone. Hi Zell. Hi Wims. Hi Miss Zell. Yes, we have Zell coming in a little bit later on. Advance Merry Christmas, everyone. Yes, I would love to learn a serger. Oh, David, maybe we can do that next. Oh, I don't have
Yeah,
a
we can.
serger. Okay, but we can just watch you, or maybe
I
you
can do a
can
demo,
do,
sure.
yes. Okay, maybe that's one thing that you guys can learn, or we can learn if we become members of David's group, right? Maybe David is gonna do some serger tutorials or something like that. What am I doing with the overlays? Okay, there you go. Same to you, Zell from Crafty Visage. Again, David, thank you for the last time. Invite them over, David.
Well, thanks for having me. I really had a good time.
Yes, and invite them over to your channel.
Yes, please come. Channel's at Spooling Around. It's at Spooling_around on YouTube.
Oh, there's an
And
underscore. Sorry about that,
yeah, there's
David.
an underscore
Okay, hold on. I will have to
because
put the underscore under
yeah.
that. Okay, so don't forget, okay? But actually, even without the underscore, I found it. Just
Okay,
fooling around,
maybe
you can
let me
actually
check
find
that.
it. Yes.
I'll have to double
So
check that.
yeah,
I don't have my phone on me right now,
yeah. But it's
but
better if
yeah.
you just do the underscore around, just to make sure that you find it. But it's very much discoverable, so you
Oh,
can
great.
head on to that one. So yes, and I hope and we look forward to more awesome sewing projects, David. And if you
Well, thank
want
you.
to actually see what is already there, you can head on to his channel. All right, so tomorrow, guys, please do join me, David, if you can. Just a tiny bit. Okay, I'll be going live with Jade tomorrow. And if you have been doing advent calendars of different sorts, right? So actually, Jay has been doing some lately, and he will finish it off on my show tomorrow night. So see you there. Again, David, thank you so much. And let's show
Well,
them
thank you
our
for having
awesome
me.
project. Yoo-hoo!
Woohoo!
All right. Mine looks very big because I'm zoomed in. All right, guys. All right. With that, thank you so much and have a great rest of the day. Merry Christmas,
Merry
everyone.
Christmas.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for joining us again today, and I hope to see you back tomorrow for another Crafty Vlogmas. And Merry Christmas, guys. Bye.